day. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Carson Wentz and the Indianapolis Colts.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Across the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Wentz. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Wentz going to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a throw here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Here's Wentz to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. You thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Meanwhile, Wentz is thrown into the hands of Pittman here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's James. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Taylor is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? They'll look to run with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team Yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now Carter. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Stephen Carter, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Dolphins have got it. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. Sanders' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Wentz's throw complete here to Doyle. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Wentz rolling to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And Wentz going to slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Inside handoff, the former Central Florida man, Bruce Miller. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Going jet sweep, here's Campbell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third, and he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Miami set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 71 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Short yardage, it's the fullback Miller. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a 1st down.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. Rolling to his right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete. That close on 3rd down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. He'll get this one to Pittman. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards. And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Another carry for the fullback Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half. And that trend is continuing here.
On 2nd and 11 now. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Tony Jefferson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. But he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Now a 2nd down and 6. run again with Miller. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Catch made here by Campbell. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Tua sets up to pass it. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there. And now it's 2nd down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. Again, it's Bell. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. Throw right side. Going to be caught here by Waddle. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Brian Flores learned under the master. He's going to go on 4th down. They'll run it with Bell. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's got Burton here. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 22, Tua sliding out of the pocket. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Le'Veon Bell there to make the grab. And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Wentz going to try and throw on third. And that went off the mark a little late with a throw. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this returnable for Hill. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they...
He's got a man complete. Who will we do? And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will extend this big lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Wentz now on first down. Throw left side here complete to Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Wentz. Left side, Doyle with it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with his 2nd and 4. And inside give to Miller, the fullback. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Right back to the fullback. This is line again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Completes it to Miller. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Wentz. Finding Miller once more, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Von Miller in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. A give to the up man, the fullback line. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Wentz now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That pass play good for 7. but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Bell, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Room to run past midfield. Escapes the defender. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That's out to Hill, right side complete. A big play there for the Dolphins. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he is going to lose yardage here. A huge loss on the play. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Wentz. He's got the hook up to Miller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On first down, Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Hook up a 15 yards there, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. Caught here by Bell. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Well, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell. Kari Willis there to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And they knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Wentz now on 1st down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
Back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And the Colts getting ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to one.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now Wentz. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Handoff, the fullback, Bruce Miller. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.